be no good.
Good evening, everyone. We're a little bit late. We all had technical difficulties, so welcome to Misfit Samurais, the YouTube channel. As you see, to the right screen is Eric from the Raw Dogs.
What up?
And then we also have a new member that's been on the that's been on our team for a while. So he decided to jump on and then go live. So we welcome you to the show. So hopefully it gets pretty interesting. So, but we will start the show. So we supposed to have some guests on the show, and I guess their schedules probably got a little bit busy. So we was going to talk about Tides of Blood and Gold that's going to be happening at White River Paintball Field on April 4th through the 6th. So actually we're going to be the Misfits are going to be on the red side, which will be Loki's side. So hopefully we'll have him on next month too, to go over what he's expecting from the players and stuff like that, and what all he wants to run. So
Right.
So yeah, and I know you guys are going to be
we'll be right. We'll be there. We're playing with Loki too.
Yeah. So so how many of you guys are coming?
It depends. I'm thinking at least 8, maybe 10. It could be a little bit more. It just depends on how it works in everybody's schedule.
Yeah.
But I know it's on our committed schedule. At least I know that.
Yeah. Well, at least this year they're putting it back into April, because last year they had it in March, and I know it was cold. I can't remember that one year. It was like literally cold. It was raining, and it was kind of pretty freezing that one year. I couldn't remember if that was the November one. I could have been mistaken. I think it was the March scenario, but it's pretty good that they actually pushed it back a month. So,
yeah. Well, I do know me, Nick, and Jaden. The first time we had come up to White River, the first time we played, of course, it's a 4.5, 5 hour drive up there. So by the time we left out there, we got up there to the field, and of course, it was the first time we were trying to find the field. And we're driving all over, trying to find the gate. We go down the road and we make it to the gate, and the gate was locked with all the campers inside. We called the field owner it was like 2:00 or like midnight or 1:00 in the morning, and he goes well, if there's campers in there, it should be unlocked, and it wasn't. We literally had to camp out in my truck till the gate opened up, and it was freezing cold.
Oh yeah. Actually, was that last year?
It was either last year or the November one the year before.
Yeah, because I actually remembered because I actually left to go because Myers was very close, so I had to go over there to get some. So I had to go there and pick up some stuff, and then as I was, I think it was about 10. I think it was about 9. it was 9:30 when I came through. Of course, the gates was open, and then next minute Noah's woke up the next morning, and Dr. Phil says something about that there was a couple of people who had to sleep in their cars on the side of
that was probably us.
Yeah.
That was a very, very cold night on that one.
Oh yeah. I actually, last year was my first time actually sleeping out in the cold weather, especially because out there at the White River paintball field, of course, they have us back there where they park cars for the Indy Scream Park, and that's not. But because you do got a tree line, but if the wind comes the other way, then of course you're got that wind, and I remember it got pretty nifty cold that one year, so it was free. I had to bundle up too.
Yeah, that's for sure on that one. I know I've been to a couple fields where how you even drive up there, and it'd be a nice drive up there, and then the night comes, and then you didn't realize how much the temperature dropped.
Oh yeah, definitely. It dropped pretty well. So it's like, dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one that's a pretty it's pretty good memory. So, and of course my first year it was pretty awesome. I was scared because I just recently got into paintball. And then because I got into paintball in May, and then of course White River had their scenario in July, so I was all nervous and stuff like that. And at the time when I was there, I wasn't actually on I wasn't on a team or anything. I was just out there just to play and stuff like that. And then there was a camper, some other people that was camping out next to us. And then next minute knew is it was on, I want to say it was Sunday. And then that's when Dr. Phil, showed up with his nephews and stuff like that. And then on Sunday, that's when he started going around, started asking people, hey, you want to come and join, a paintball team and stuff like that. And that's how I first, got onto the Misfit Samurais, just by showing up to that one scenario. And of course, it went pretty, after that, it went pretty well. And then by the next, I want to say probably by the next following year, he was naming all the co-captains. And of course, I was one of them. And then, of course, Rayshawn what was named the second one. So it was, it worked out pretty, it worked out pretty well. So, and, you can't really, you really can't beat playing, on the paintball. And of course, now look at it. We're almost close. I do believe our numbers are a little bit over 50. So it's like, actually, teams starting to grow. And of course, now we got our, we got a speedball team, which, it's slowly but surely, going, trying to get it up and going. We're trying to look for sponsorship. So we can get some sponsors, and then that's way it will help Rayshawn out. Help him cover some of the cost and stuff like that. So to help Speedball get going where we're supposed to be going. So yeah. You got anything you want to say since you're just in the?
I'm listening.
You're listening.
I'm listening.
Just listening. Mm-hmm. Well, chime in if you want. So don't be there and be shy. But yeah. So I'm real excited. I'm real excited for April coming up. So doing the Blood and Gold, and then of course I do believe March. I think it's March the 22nd. We also I think we have boot camp on that day too, at White River. So
you guys do. I know Raw Dogs. We got. I believe it's Monte Casino that following weekend after that. The 20. I got my schedule in front of me. I want to say it's the 27th.
The 28th and 29th. You mean March?
Yeah.
So the weekend. So Friday is the 28th, 29th, and then the 30th would be Sunday. Yeah. I'm going to try. I don't know. I'm going to try to I know last year I was trying to go to the Monte Casino one, but the way that my schedule was that weekend, I couldn't be able to make it down there because Harm says, he prefer, he recommends, to go down there. So.
It's really a good field to go down to.
Oh yeah.
And especially the Monte Casino game is one of the better.
Yeah.
To me, one of my favorite ones I like going to every year.
Yeah, and especially they just built was it 6 shower rooms?
Yeah, Joe built the shower rooms. I want to say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. But I mean, they're a godsend out there when you, especially for camping out there.
Oh yeah,
run around all day. You go sit there and soak go soak in the shower. I mean, they're like industrial horsepower showers. Honestly, they get good and hot.
Oh yeah. Because when I was down there last year for Pirates, it's just like I didn't even know that they even had showers down there, and I should have brought a towel and all that, and I could went in there after the Saturday scenario and just got showered off and then relaxed that night. But
oh yeah, they're well worth it.
Oh yeah.
Joe is a remarkable field owner. I mean, he knows how to keep players coming back, and he's to me what I want to call more of a player oriented owner. He really just wants to keep the business going for the players and support us, and gives us a good place to go to and enjoy ourselves, enjoy our weekends. And he just really takes care of us in general.
Oh yeah. Well, and plus the field's huge too. So.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, when we was on the when we was on the long, because we had to go back in this gravel road, and we just had to like walk all the way back to our respawn area, and I'm telling you, it's just like, man, I was huffing and puffing it. Because you're carrying your paintballs, you're carrying like
carrying all your equipment with you.
Well, you gotta carry your equipment, and then plus you gotta carry your hopper with extra paint in it to go back there, because by the time you make it back up there and try to hurry up and make it over there, you're spending at least close to about 15 minutes so of killing time.
Yeah. So what else makes it great is he's got all his, like, you be in the middle of a battle and he's got the on the go air on the field, so you literally don't have to go all the way back out to the shop to get your field. Like you'd be back in the Abbey, and he's got the air compressors running there and tries the best to keep them all going, and it makes it a lot easier to get back into the fight the whole time.
Oh yeah, and that really helped out too, was having his portable air tanks out there too, because then of course you don't want people to hurry up and run back up to the pro shop just to get air, and then by the time they get out there you're already
have to do that at White River.
No, White River, yes. So at White River, they don't have any portable, air stations out on the field. You would have to go back up to the pro shop to actually fill up on the air. So now I do know at our final battle, you can bring, if you got extra air tank, then you can take that air tank and go out there and be able to use it. So normally I take, two air tanks, and that will last me through that whole 30-minute battle.
Yeah.
So, and then I make sure I take enough paint with me too. So,
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to see what a scenario's like.
Yeah. And you know, and scenario is pretty good. You know, we got people that goes out there and they camp. So I do know, since I do live in town, I still like to go out there, just camp, because
it's an experience.
Well, yeah, it's an experience.
You only have 1 or 2 scenarios a year.
Well, yeah, and plus I have a hard time getting up anyways. You know, of a morning, and if I got people that's around, that's moving and all that kind of stuff, they're gonna, you know, get my attention, and I'm gonna be getting up without having to sit there and hit the snooze button for so many times. So that's why when people ask me, well, you live here in town, why are you out? You know, why you come out here camp? Well, it's easier, and then plus it helps me from hitting the snooze button for so long. And then plus, when I do get up, I'm a slow mover. So
I tried to camp out. Wes knows I used to do. I was on a pro airsoft team for 5 years, and camping out, I want to try it. I do want to. Paintball is a different experience for sure. It's been a lot more fun. But you know, on those cold nights, airsoft, you wear a lot of gear.
Mm-hmm.
And cold nights, like he said, it'd be nice during the day, you wouldn't think anything of it, and then the temperature just drops. Well, by the time it's morning time, you don't even want to play anymore. You want to take all that gear off.
Oh yeah.
And I've never, after that one experience, I've never been one to camp out. But you know, first paintball, I got to try it. Got to see what's good with it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so since you were on Pro Airsoft, which one have you found? I guess I was going to say, which one have you preferred more versus Airsoft versus paintball? Which is the biggest age-long, I guess, question between everybody. Which one do you prefer better?
From my standpoint right now, definitely, okay, if we're talking about fun-wise, if you want to be on a team, which one should you choose? As of right now, Airsoft. But I've also never experienced a scenario for paintball and stuff like that. But if we're talking about, you just want to go out for a day of play, paintball.
Oh boy.
Paintball is, well, I've never had that luxury of experiencing a scenario or a battle like that, so I can't really speak on that standpoint.
Right.
As far as play, I prefer paintball. I mean, it's cheaper, it's more fun, you get more games in,
well, yeah,
it doesn't cost as much money.
Well, especially when I took you to your first open play. You was you was sitting there trying to hide. You was trying to follow me and try to hide and try to figure.
Airsoft or paintball is definitely a different experience. Something I was not used to. I bought my first paintball gun because I wasn't a fan of the cheap ones that you just rent from them, and from Airsoft experience, I'm one of those people. I was always sniper. I was always point back in the trees and whatever. So I'm used to camping. I'm not used to having to book it 20 yards across the field trying not to get hit.
Oh yeah.
And Wes is over here screaming, "Come on!" And I'm like, I was terrified.
Yeah.
Like, this is a whole new thing, and that's why, adrenaline wise, I would pick paintball. 100%.
Yeah, because the thing is you gotta act quick. You gotta be quick on things. If you see a perfect opportunity, you gotta run for it. So you gotta hurry up and pick up. You don't have time to yell to your partner, "I'm gonna move here in a couple seconds." Follow. No, you gotta bolt.
Yeah,
you gotta bolt for it.
Yep, and that's not something I was used to. You sat in this big forest that they had roped. It was kind of like the White River Fields, but but instead of little bunkers, you were surrounded by trees and buildings, and I definitely prefer the paintball, adrenaline wise. It gives me more of a rush. To me, it seems overall more fun.
Yeah.
So then, Wes, you just started then technically, right? The last couple of years.
Yes. Yeah. So I started. Let me see. This is 25. I started in 23. Year 23. Oh, someone was on. I was getting ready to let them in. It was Dean. Oh, Dean. Yeah.
Dean.
Yep. Yeah. I think he exited right off. Yeah, he exited off my screen. I was getting ready to put him onto the stage.
Yeah, he sat there and said he's trying.
Yep. No, he was on there. I was getting ready to put him up on the screen, and then he went away. So yeah. So I'll wait and see. Oh, there he is.
I think overall too, paintball is
Put it on
just
the
a
screen.
more fun environment. Not paintball aside, the people are amazing that you meet. I've met so many people already in the few times I've gone to the field, and everybody's so nice. You know, there's really nothing toxic going on.
Oh no,
No.
And especially for Dr. Phil to just invite me in like that, really, it's just an honor.
Well,
you know?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. See now, we see Eric and Dr. Phil. You know, they, you guys. What? How long? How long were you guys friends?
Honestly, it was just like the last. Let's see. I mean, last maybe year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, I met Dr. Phil through Dwan. Because Dwan had brought him down, and then Dr. Phil was at the point in time he was the only. I don't think he had the team and exactly started yet, but he was the only one that had come down, and we ran. I want to say it was maybe Pirates Plunder that on that game. We ran all day together. We party hard. I mean, we party hardy with each other.
Yeah.
Everyone out of the field, and after that, we just became really good friends. We keep in touch and call and check in on everything. The thing about paintball is you meet some of the guys. Of course, you meet a lot of people, but then again, you also meet certain ones that you click with, and you kind of become pretty good friends, and some of the people that you don't want to let go and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. It's just like what was it? It was like last year when Dr. Phil introduced us to you guys, because that's when you guys came to one of the it was at March
River, I believe.
Out there at White River, because you guys came to that March scenario. So that's when he introduced us to you. And then of course, now when we go now after Pirates Plunder, we was out on the field, and then of course, we joke back and forth a lot. So, when Dr. Phil turns around, sees a raw dog clear across the field, he turns around, he'll yell at him, say, "I see him coming after you," and all that kind of stuff. Joke about it.
Yeah, that was like the supremacy over Hogwarts game when some of us went to. We ended up, because we got some of us, as far as the dogs was, we got up there, and with the way it ended up, I had like 5 cases of paint because really wasn't shooting nothing.
Yeah.
So we sat there said, we're going to swap sides at that game, and we ended up going because we originally started out with, on the same team. Then we decided to transfer over to like 2 or 3 teams to make it more fun. But yeah, we're shooting across on the other side of each other, and just I think me and Rashawn kind of. And like on the other side of where we seen each other, we were almost having a dance fest on the other sides of the fields.
Oh yeah. It's pretty fun. So and that's why we run with them, and they come run with us, and then of course some of us got nicknames and stuff like that. So it makes it entertaining and pretty fun. And all that kind of stuff.
Dean, your mic's off, buddy.
Yeah, let me see if I can unmute your microphone, Dean.
We got you, Dean.
Hello there. Welcome to the Misfits Summarize YouTube channel. So,
well, thank you.
You're very welcome. Anytime.
The head on that guy, I tell you what.
Oh, that one? I know. It's big and ugly.
Yeah, especially the one right in the middle.
Yep, that's why I hide behind the mask.
Wow. Yeah, because it's pretty nice, when we can turn around and we can turn around and make fun and stuff like that. And
that's a paintball family in general. If we can't have fun, then we ain't having fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. but yeah, and of course, we have a lot of, we have a lot of fun, and of course, we always try, paintball is more designed as like more like a, kind of like a family, more like a family atmosphere. So
100%.
oh yeah, yeah. Because you'll go to some fields and then you'll see other teams, run with each other and stuff like that. And then of course I'm really, really surprised, and pretty much, proud of our team anyways, because, we're making a positive, out of our team anyways. So, we're, I think last year when we was running at different fields and stuff like that, and of course, you do have, and of course, our team is pretty, we're pretty well respectful and stuff like that. Now, I really do I really do love our team because, we have some people that's on our team. They're pretty much jokes, they crack jokes and all that kind of stuff. And especially I want to give a shout out to Narco, because when I'm around him, he'll like literally come up with some crazy like jokes and all that kind of stuff. Because when especially when the atmosphere is kind of like, the atmosphere is kind of like intense and all that kind of stuff, this kid can just automatically just come up with something and
relieve the pressure.
Yeah, and make the atmosphere, totally different. And he can actually like make the whole, group around start laughing and stuff like that. So, we do have some pretty good players, actually on our team too. And then of course, with all the requests that people's been, sending to our Facebook page, hey, are you doing anything this weekend? Come, you want to come and run with us. And then, of course, with us being out in the field and stuff like that, it really does make a difference. And then especially now with us getting our name out there, it's, the team like literally, went from being down on the bottom, kind of like being, more closer up to the top, where people's wanting us to come and run with them, which, we can't do it, every single, scenario events, because, it does cost money to, you got to buy the paint, got to get your entry fees and
travel time, the travel there.
Yeah, travel.
I mean, a lot of the time is the travel's the biggest thing.
Oh yeah. And especially with I don't have the dates with me yet. But there's one that Dr. Phil's is not Exo, but he's the Exo what is it, over in South Carolina? Yeah.
Boulder Gap. Yeah, that's over in Carolina at the first week. I think it's normally the first week in November.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I do know that, they reached out to him and wanted him to come over there. And of course, with some of our other schedules, we don't know if we're going to be able to, some of us don't know if we're going to be able to make it or not, because now I think last time I looked, it was about an 8-hour, about 8-9 hour drive. So
because
you
got to drive from here.
Yeah, you got to think about, stopping, rest breaks, you got to get, lunch, dinner, and, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So you figure it's about a 10 to 12 hour drive, depending.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when I eventually want to get to it myself. I think Dean's been the one. I know a lot of older dogs have been to Folda, and that's when I just haven't ever made it to myself yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because now the scenario over to Paintball to Go, I'm definitely going to try to go to it, but I already have other commitments for that Saturday. So I'm going to try to come. I'm going to try to be there as soon as I get done with my first commitment. So I won't be able to run for that Saturday's event, but I'm going to definitely be there for that Sunday. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you'll be there in June, won't you? For the Evil Dead game, you should be.
Yeah. So so I don't know how many people from our team's going, but I do know that I'm wanting to go, but I can't go on the 7th, because I already have a job that I have to do on that Saturday. So as soon as I get done, I'm planning on packing everything up and heading out there to Illinois to for the Sunday one.
Right.
So yeah, but I'm not too sure how many samurais are going to go. So I imagine Dr. Phil, is probably one of them that will definitely be going. But
Well, I mean, he would have to be on that one.
well, yeah.
Him and me both. I know that.
Kind of in charge.
Yeah, he's kind of in charge on that. We both are.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not too sure how many because when we went to the public when we went to the pirate ones, I think there was only like there was like 8 of us that went. So
yeah.
So and that was a pretty good turnout. But this year I don't know how many is actually going to go. So I'm gonna try to get one of our other ones is Bubbles. I think he's in his I want to say he's in his late 60s. I'm telling you that man can move. That man can move on out on that field.
Oh yeah. Oh, Bubba. I know. I forget which game it was. I want to sit there say. I think the last one we went to over there in White River, and we were just running and running. The next thing I know is here's Bubbles just keeping up with everybody. I'm like, how Bubbles are you keeping up here?
Yeah,
on the front line right here.
Yeah. He's like in his in his late 60s, pushing the 70 mark.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, that man can run.
Hey, age is just a number. It's a mindset.
Yeah. He can run. Yeah, because that last scenario that we was at, he was they turned around and told him to stay on the front line and then hold the front line down. And I'm telling you, he actually like literally stayed there, and he was actually holding down the front line.
Yeah.
So and I was surprised he actually stayed, because many times that he got out, went back to his response, and then came back, he stayed right in that little area. So I was surprised. So
he's athletic for sure.
Yeah, he can run. Surprise.
Hey, age is only a number. The mindset is what matters.
Yeah. Yes. As long as because he was up here almost about an hour ago, and I turned around and asked him if he's wanting to stay and be on the podcast, and he said, "No, I'll just go home and wait till it comes on, and I'll watch it on my phone."
So, and yet he popped up.
No, I said, "Well,
I'm gonna give him a call later. We're gonna talk about it."
Well, shoot, he can come up here. I got an extra microphone, so
You're gonna sit on that side.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I can't wait until the April scenario coming up at White River. So
yeah,
yep, can't wait for it.
I think. Let's see. I know we got 2 on our schedule that I haven't been to, at least field wise. I know. And it's depending on the weather. They're both on the same weekend, and it happens to be one is I have to look at my schedule what it is. They're both in August, and as some of our guys sat there and wanted to kind of go to some different fields that they haven't been to before, because we normally end up running a paintball to go for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the other local ones we tend to is White River. We at least make an appearance there. But where did my schedule go? I think it was either Hell Survivor or at the Hell Survivor field. Let's see. Yeah, it was either Hell Survivor field for Super Game or Commando Sports, which is or Jedi Moon of Naboo's at Commando Sports, which I think they're both relatively in the same direction.
Yeah,
I think one's in Michigan and one's in Wisconsin.
Now, I do know that we got one in August at Hell Survivors. that we got on our schedule for this for Super Game
Yeah,
is
yeah, that's one of them. Like I said, we kind of did weather dependent. We put our first choice. Well, we were wanting to go, or some of us was wanting to go to the Commando Sports one, but depending on what the weather does, if
yeah.
it's inclement because of the drive and everything, we're gonna probably go to Health Survivors if the weather ends up bad.
Yeah.
That's the
Now,
way we kind of decided it.
yeah. Now, I do know that in the first week of September, I know we're going to Fort Knox. So that's the Marvel versus DC.
Yeah.
That was something that was brought up in.
And what team are you on?
Uh, um,
Are you Marvel? Are you DC?
Better be.
it doesn't say.
Wait,
It just says Marvel versus DC.
oh boy.
I'm
Yeah.
fine, Marvel. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm all Marvel, hands down. I'll switch teams.
Yeah.
He'll switch. Hey, you got to
Marvel's
do what you got to do at a point.
Marvel's on top.
Yeah. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what side we're going to be on in that September. Yeah, because when we was doing our captains meeting to bring out the 25 schedule, that was something that was brought up on going up to Fort Knox, which
Where's Fort Knox?
Fort Knox is more like another paintball field, but it's more.
It's not at Fort Knox.
No. It's over in Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's right. It's right up north.
Because I know they have a Fort Knox reenactment field. I didn't know if you guys did that there.
No, it's well, they also got another field. I forget what that is, but it's closer to more like the Chicago area, and they actually have it was like an old military base, and they turned it into a
blast camp.
Yeah, blast camp.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can actually go inside the buildings and and stuff like that. And I never been there, but with what you research online and stuff like that, it does look more like a cool area to actually go to. Because actually, when I first got
blast camp, ain't you? I think Dean's played.
Yeah, I haven't been. I have been up to Blast Camp, but I was wanting to go to the Fort Knox. This was a year and a half ago when I was wanting to go because we go up there to PB Sports to get most of our paintball equipment and all that kind of stuff. And we was up there in the close areas to head over to Fort Knox, but the friend I had, we just never made it over to Fort Knox to play.
Yeah, I've played Fort Knox. Fort Knox is a good. It's known for the Tittman Bridge. I mean, the Tittman Bridge that bridge can be very tricky, especially when it's raining.
Oh yeah.
Dean, we got you again now, buddy. There we
Yeah, I
go.
don't know what happened. My internet clicked off.
So Dean,
I have
you
not
played
been to
at Blast
Blast Camp myself.
Oh, I thought
I
you
have
did.
not. No, I was supposed to, and something came up. I don't remember what.
Maybe that's one we'll throw on the schedule for next year because I know that's what I've heard. I want to go up to that field at least once. I know there's a couple I want to hit once or twice.
Yeah, because especially when you go and research online, and then you find other paintball fields kind of like more up north and stuff like that. But yeah, that's one of the ones I was wanting to go to was up there, the Blast Camp, and then of course Fort Knox. So
have you been to the one in Indy you were telling me about? That was the airsoft place, but they added a huge paintball section to it.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Well, we actually been there because some of our speedball team members go there for practice, and then we was there for we was there last year for the for one of the scenarios that they had. Shoot, I forget what it I forget what
was that. Was that the Supremacy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Nice field.
It's not bad. I wasn't. It was I don't know. To me, I guess I might be spoiled in between everything else. I mean, I like the feel. I think it was a little on the small side for the scenario in itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I mean that's just me. That's my personal opinion on that.
I had been to it once before because the airsoft team played down there, and then I remember Wes had said something about how they had taken out part of the airsoft fields and turned it into a paintball field.
Well, they still got the airsoft.
Yeah, but they shortened they cut out part of the airsoft fields to turn it into paintball.
Yeah, well,
and so that's where speedball.
Yeah. So
that's how I was just wondering, because I know scenarios are really big fields, and
Yeah.
I don't know how, because I mean the place was like just big enough for one. And they tried to cut some out to add in a whole nother.
Well, and also there's also been a new owner that also took it over, because I guess the last owner kind of ran it down to the dumps and ran the money short. So I forget what Kyle is the one that owns it. Yeah. And of course, I'm going to try to get him on the podcast too, probably here in a month or two. And then, because I guess he has some new updates that he's going to be also doing out there at the field too. And I think he's wanting to hold more like big scenario events out there. So, and maybe I can get him on board, and then maybe he can advertise some of the upcoming stuff, and then get more people to visit his field.
Right.
Got practice tomorrow?
Yeah, I've kind of dabbled in speedball this season, so it'll be the first time I've really done that, and running with the Suspects local line. So that's little J, our little Fairweather pup on the other end there. Dean, well, I mean, we'll see you, buddy. Your wife's calling. We know.
Guys, have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Thank you for.
But yeah, it's. I've been more scenario and for the last couple of years, and I never really did a whole lot of tournament because the closest field for the tournament is about an hour away from me.
Yeah,
but some of our guys that's on our scenario team, like Nick Amber, and Jaden, our little Fairweather pup, they're over there. They're pretty. I mean, they deal with it. They get to go pretty big with it. So yeah, we got my first actual tournament's not this weekend, but next weekend.
Yeah.
So see how it goes. See how bad I suck on the tournament scene.
Yeah. Hey, Jaden, this one's for you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I got that pretty much saved.
You got that saved for the hit list.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep, got that saved. Hey, you never know. I might turn that into like an introductional. Yeah. So instead of
a little highlight reel.
Yeah, kind of like. Stan doing the 30-second countdown, that can be like on there first.
Paintball Sports Center top 10.
Yeah.
Oh good God! If that's a top 10, I feel that can't be number one. I'll tell you that. But yeah, we're gonna see how that one ends up going.
Yeah. Yep, we can't beat it. So yeah. So this, paintball is a pretty good place to start out, and and of course, look at all the, people that you can meet and stuff like that. So I always, especially when I go around and wear my jersey, when I wear my hoodie around, I always get people asking, say, oh well, what kind of jersey, or what kind of thing that you have on. And so this is this is a paintball team, so I'm on a team, and they start asking questions about, okay, what team, what you play for, and then I turn around, tell them it's paintball, and I turn around and spew it all, and actually get some people actually come out over the summer and come to one of the open plays that I talked to like months ago, and they're there for the first time to try it out and see see how see how well it actually goes. Now I did try to tell them that your first time you might as well bundle up pretty good, because you get bumps and bruises, and
As I do.
yeah definitely.
I'll bring a motorcycle jacket out there with pads in it.
Oh boy, you don't need that much padding. Good God, it ain't that bad.
To be fair, the very first time I played paintball was with him right after I got out of a motorcycle wreck, and I had knee pads on and stuff because I had a knee surgery, and it was still I wasn't supposed to be out there playing, and I put knee pads on, and I think I still ended up injuring my knee again, but
yeah.
Then it was fun. I think definitely the one big takeaway I've taken away from paintball is definitely the friendly vibe of it.
Yeah.
That's the very before I even stepped onto the field for the first time. I remember I came with you, and now I had already known some of the people that were there because I've worked at the Scream Park for a few years.
Yeah.
But the very first thing I noticed is they encourage new players in the fact that if you don't know what you're doing, we'll let us show you. Yeah. And that's the one biggest takeaway from Airsoft, that you go in there, you're on your own. Then you don't have to you don't make friends with nobody. You don't everybody's just an absolute mean person to you. And that's honestly what I was expecting, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I stepped on there, and you told somebody that it was my first time, and you didn't end up playing. I think you sat out that game, and they took me in, and they were like, "Well, here's what you do. And they walked me through it and showed me what to do, and I was like, well, this is already better.
Yeah.
It's a whole completely different vibe.
Yeah, because it just really depends on where you go and stuff like that. But most of your fields will like literally, if they see like new players come on board, and if you're sitting by yourself, they're going to come over. They're going to introduce. They're going to introduce you. Hold on, there we go. They're going to introduce you to them, and then if they see you sitting by yourself, they're going to ask you, "Hey, you want to come over to our table?"
100%.
Yeah, and join and run with us.
And then when Dr. Phil, we were at the when we were at the bowling alley, and you had me talk to Dr. Phil about joining the paintball team. I wasn't expecting it to be that easy either. I'm used to you have to try out. You have to go through serious tryouts, and then after if you're lucky enough to make it onto a team, one screw up, you're done. You have to go to every event, no matter if it's 3 hours away or 3 minutes away, or else you're kicked off if you miss more than 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, it wasn't really like like when I played baseball, a family dynamic. It was, and I think that's just my biggest, outside of the game, my biggest takeaway is how encouraging paintball is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, depending on which team it is, but
I mean, I'm sure there's teams out there like that, but I mean,
oh yeah. I mean,
I've been to dozens of airsoft fields, never changed, but paintball, just I've not met a bad one yet.
No, I mean,
just so friendly, and
like when you find your niche in your group, I mean, that's one thing, but that's like most of the time when it comes with the dogs, we'll take anybody with us. We'll take them up on our wing, but I mean, there's always a classification depending on who you are or what you're looking for somebody. What the team is, what they know is. Like one of our things is, if you come up to the field, you come up with us, you really want to try with us, we're not saying you got to capture the flag every time, but hey, don't be afraid to go make the push for that flag.
Yeah.
Stuff's flying all over. No matter what you do, try your damnedest to go get the flag. Whether you get it, whether you don't, that's one thing. But I mean, it really depends on the team and what you and who you're playing with.
Oh yeah. It's just like it's just like Dr. Phil. He'll go through, he'll turn around and give you his expectations. He doesn't expect you to, show up to every single scenarios. If you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, then you can't. But and at least be active, like every now and then, to be active on our Discord, so we know that you're still want to participate and stuff like that inside of our inside of our Discord. But yeah, he's really not strict like some other paintball groups. You have to show up to this scenario, you have to be here, and he ain't. He's like literally really like laid back, a person that does pretty a damn near good job on managing our team. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like it is with Fisher and all of us dogs. I mean, it's not. I don't even know exactly what else they're saying on that. Oh, looky there. There's an Easter.
What's good, everybody?
What's good, buddy?
Yeah, I was actually late sending you the link because I had computer problems. I had to shut my computer down, I had to reboot it because I was wanting to send the links out around 6:30 to 6:40 so it can give people time to get on and try to see if they can get logged into the system and stuff like that. So
for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm co-captain for the Misfit Samurais, and of course this is Eric. So we was talking a little bit about the Tides of Blood and Gold for the White River scenario that's coming up in April, and then and of course you're managing the blue side. So I figured I would get one of you guys on first and let you explain about the scenario that's coming up and how you're wanting to run your side and stuff like that. So
sure, absolutely. Hello all. For those who don't know me, Jacob Easter, Toxic Teddies out of Indiana, but we got Teddies a little bit of everywhere, all over the United States. Tides of Glory, or Tides for Blood of Glory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Blood and Gold.
Yeah,
Blood and Gold. Pirate themed game out at White River, and really cool field. Cambodia out there and whatnot with crash planes, things of that nature. But it sounds like this game's going to be a pretty much pirate themed all the way across the board, and I'm pretty excited about that myself. I've got Ty Holt from Indy Rain as my XO, so looking to bring some Midwest Smash Mouth paintball to White River in April. And if you like to get in the shit, we like to push the pace and play at a higher tone than everybody else. So come on out and join us on the Shadow Crew.
Yeah, definitely. Are you gonna make it to the I think they got boot camp on March the 22nd?
I don't think so, but if I can manage to get out there, I'm going to do my best.
Okay. Yeah, because I might do some more. I think I might do like some pre-interviews. I'm not too sure if Loki's going to make it out there or not. So yeah, because Loki was actually supposed to be on tonight, but he had other things that he had to do because his kids are in sports, so he couldn't be able to make it on tonight. So I figured.
Yep, no, totally get it.
Yeah, that's why.
If you don't want to play for me, play for Loki. That's fine too. Just come play paintball.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely.
Well, don't worry, we'll be there.
Yeah, come and have fun.
But it is a lot of fun to shoot Loki and to win.
It's fun to shoot you.
Well, you gotta catch me first.
Hey, don't worry.
If I'm gonna be in your face, shooting me with paintballs ain't gonna phase me. Respawn, get back at it.
There. Oh, yeah. That's all you can do. That's how you have fun.
Yep. So it's actually going to be a pretty fun weekend, and I was really excited that they actually threw it back into April instead of having it like in March, because I remember last year in March it was pretty well it was cold, and of course the nights out there gets pretty cold if you're camping out there. So I'm a little bit happy that they pushed it back until April. So. Yep, can't wait for it. So, and I'm gonna try to go live a couple times, probably out in the field, running around the field, and then probably out in the staging area. Try to go live on YouTube and try to keep people a little bit more updated, and and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah. So if you want to promote on your blue side, you're more than welcome, and that's why I figured I would try to get you guys on, and then let you guys let you guys promote your side, so we can get a pretty good decent crowd out to White River, because I noticed here past couple years, the attendance kind of like dipping down just a little, because with 2 years ago it was a pretty good decent crowd, and then all of a sudden last year you can start seeing like the attendance start to drop just a tad. So
yeah,
so
hoping to help them get those numbers back up. That's obviously always the goal. Pretty heavy recruiter myself, so I do know. I think there's another Midwest game that's like right around the same weekend, and I know a lot of players are going to that. So
yes, yeah, definitely, yeah, because with White River, I think I know they're in the mix of changing like management and stuff like that. So I think they're probably not researching like, hey, we got another big scenario going on. Let's house it on a different weekend, so they can get more people to come on board. So
that's the other thing. That's the other thing within the sport is it's kind of hard. How to say it? Like last year was a hard year because you had two or three different fields having events on the same weekend. So it's kind of hard splitting things in between it, because you got guys that want to go over here, other ones want to go to this other field, but I think there should really be in a way of fields connecting with each other. Be like, look, this is kind of like our weekend kind of thing, hosting an event, so that way we ain't having fields collide with each other to keeping teams from going to think that they want to go.
Yeah,
they have that out there, and almost every field owner of paintball in the entire United States is connected through it. So they have it. It's a matter of, do they use it and do they care?
Yeah, that's the other thing. But
very interesting. Yeah, because I know most of our teams on Speedball, and I do know there's a couple weekends that it does overlap some of our scenarios that we're wanting to go to. So that's also a little bit more of a challenge on that side.
Yeah.
Yep, I know all about that myself.
Yeah.
So Easter, what are you doing in June? Where are you playing at? I might need you.
June, nothing in June. This will be the first June I don't play in 5 years. Taking June off for the family. It'll be family vacation in June, and then my wife and I's 12-year anniversary. So,
well, congrats on that. Too bad.
Appreciate it.
Me and Dr. Phil could have used you.
I'm pretty sure I've been recruited to like 5 games in June. I just nothing I can do about it. The team's taking June off. Everybody's just kicked back. It's middle of the heat, so we're back at it at the end of July. Monster game.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, because I know when we sit down, we try to figure out our schedules, and then of course a lot of teams try to recruit us, and then try to get us to go play with them, and then of course we can only do so much, and then of course you got other people that got jobs, and then of course they might have to work that weekend and stuff like that. So that makes it kind of hard when yeah. So I think we only got maybe six events on our calendar for this year. So
yeah, that's about what we did because it's the same situation on our end too. We get guys wanting us to come out to Florida and what's it, and a couple other states. It's kind of that's a little bit too far out of our way for a lot of our guys. It's trying to find the happy medium within driving distance where, to where you're not, in case something happens, that you got to turn around and go back and be set, safely without spending a whole day worth of driving.
Yeah, definitely does. But
yeah, we got a few guys that do the travel thing, and then some that just don't. They just play local games.
Yeah. I know that the first year I joined the team, that's all I was wanting to do was just stay local, so I can get used to how the White River does their scenarios and all that kind of stuff. And then last year was when I kind of went out of my comfort zone and went to other fields to do their scenarios. And trust me, they it's different rules for different fields, and then of course the different layouts and then and stuff like that. But it does get pretty interesting. So
that it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure does. So you got anything else that you're wanting to go over for April?
No, this game's going to be a new one for me too. So let's come out, have some fun, shoot the heck out of red side, and look positive, battle hard until the very end. I don't care if it feels like we're on top, play like we're losing until the very last horn.
There you go. Yep. And that final battle, determines everything. So
yep.
We had
time to bleed.
Oh yeah, we had a pretty good last battle. Last year there, I won when dogs and samurais were against each other at that time.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting final battle. But I mean,
it'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely will be. It'll be a pretty good one. Pretty good. Fine. Yeah, because
looking forward to it.
It gets pretty. Them fields get pretty interesting, especially when it rains too. Because I forget which one. The beach was it Beaches of Normandy or no? I don't think it was that one. It was the weekend. It was a weekend that it rained that Saturday, and they had to. It was like an hour delay or 2 hours.
No, that was Beaches of Normandy.
Yeah. It was
we had made it up there because the rain had come in, and they were talking about postponing it, and then the lightning. It had struck lightning not too far away, and then they postponed it for another hour. It's like that last day. I think it was Sunday actually, because the game was supposed to start at 9:30 or 10. They kept pushing it back because the lightning.
Yeah,
the lightning was close, and then
and I think they finally started. I think they finally started the game about. I think it was about 10:30 when they when the rain
let up enough,
lightened up. Yeah, and of course you got a lot of people that has they have electronic guns, and then you don't want to get them wet because once you get them wet, then they stop working, which, of course, luckily I have my backup one and it's a mechanical one, but my electronic one, it kind of froze up because, I got the insides got wet. So I had to let that dry out. And then I switched over to my, my mechanical one. So, it does, when it rains like that, it does put a lot of, issues with your electronics. So,
well, that's why it's always good to get one that you can put a mech frame on. I don't know. That's why I kind of like my 170. I grabbed the mech frame for it. While I'm playing with that, and if I know the weather's going to be crap, I'll take the night before, throw that mech frame on, throw my rain lid on. Then hey, I ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yep, I got a mech frame for my DSR Plus.
Yep. So, but yeah, I figured I'll get you on for a couple minutes and then go over the blood and gold for the for the April scenario, and then let you get on and let you see how many people that you can get recruited off from the YouTube channel. So, and then we'll see how well
Right
things
on. Appreciate it.
go in April. So yeah, I figured that's why I would reach out to you and get everything started and then get things panned out. So hopefully I can get hopefully I'm planning on getting Harm on next month. So we can go over
Nice.
what all to expect and see what he can what he can what he can speak about and all that kind of stuff, because usually he's pretty well much lip sync until the day of, and then he starts letting other players know. So maybe we get him on and discuss about that in March. So
Sounds like a plan to me.
yeah. And then hopefully maybe get Dr. Phil and then maybe get Rashawn on next month too. So, and then we can go from there. So,
Right on. Well, I appreciate you guys having me on the show.
yes, you're definitely welcome. Anytime.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Yep. Have a good one.
Sign out, Blue. Y'all have a good weekend.
Yep. You too.
Oh.
There we go. Yep. So that was Easter from Toxic Teddy, and he's on the blue team.
It'll be a good fight.
Oh
That's
yeah.
all that
Oh yeah.
matters.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It'll definitely be. It'll definitely be a pretty good. Definitely a good show in April. So.
Yeah.
Ooh. So yeah. So you got anything else that you're wanting to say?
Well, again, he's just kind of been quiet the whole time.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm good. For real.
Yep.
Just excited.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, definitely. It's coming up.
We camping out.
I know I am. Yeah.
Don't worry. Dogs will be camping out, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a good old party hardy, trust me.
When dogs camp out, I'm telling you, they start howling through the middle of the night.
Howling through the night, howling on the field. You don't know what to expect. I need some more tea.
Yeah. So make sure that you guys go out and support your local paintball your paintball fields. And if you're in the Madison County area, make sure that you come to the White River paintball field. That's our home. That's our home field for the Misfit Samurais. So. And then,
if you're in the Williamson County area of Illinois, come out to Magnosphere.
Yeah, and then if you're wanting to join a paintball team and see how everything's going, feel free to reach out to us. I'll put on the screen our email address. You can be able to get a hold of us then. If you're wanting to join if you're over in Illinois area and you want to join the Raw Dogs, do you guys have a Facebook page?
Yeah, we got a Facebook page. That's what we got. We actually do have a website. We're in the process of getting it updated.
Okay.
So hopefully before too long, I can get working on that and get that fixed up.
Okay. Cool.
But they can reach out to us through Facebook. And that's pretty much it right now at this point in time.
Cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, because right now, only thing that we have is just Facebook, and then of course we have the YouTube channel. So, they can get a hold of us either way.
TikTok.
Huh?
Need to get you a TikTok.
We've been talking about it, so talking about the TikTok. So we want to kind of want to go. We want to do the YouTube channel first to see where it goes and stuff like that. So maybe in the near future, probably sometime later this year, it'll probably be more in the it'll definitely be more in the talk. So
Yeah.
maybe probably first of 2026, maybe we'll do like
Get you
more,
on Instagram.
yeah, more like a TikTok area where we can. But the bad thing is you have to have at least 1,000 followers before you can go live on TikTok. So
Oh, I wasn't talking about going live. I was just talking about having a TikTok.
you
get a clip, good clips, whatever. Same with Instagram, pictures of the team, videos, reels, whatever.
We can probably, I probably look into doing something like that. But yeah, it'll probably be nice to actually, get on there and actually do a live thing. I think I can hook this up to TikTok and be able to go live on there too. Push live
to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll definitely dig more into it and then go from there. So yeah, I could probably do that. I know Rashawn, I know he's on TikTok, so maybe I can
pass that off to him.
Yeah,
take care of that on your end.
Yeah. Yeah. I was hoping he was gonna be on tonight, but he probably got off from work late, so because he works. I don't know if he was reffing or he was a cashier. So, yeah. But he could still join off from his phone. So
no excuse.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get on. I'll probably get on to him tomorrow because I gotta go out there anyways because I gotta pick up some stuff out there. So,
well, join on the phone. I might have to get my brother on next month. Then maybe.
Yeah.
He'll be a trip on one.
Oh yeah. So for the March one, I'm looking at probably March the 15th. Is I'm looking to go live again. I'm not too sure if I want to do like a later one and go like 8 p.m. Eastern. On our part, maybe it'll give people more. Maybe it gives them a little bit more time to get settled in, because I know you're like what, an hour?
I'm an hour behind.
Yeah, hour behind
time.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might decide to probably halt back to 8 because I'll probably give Rashawn, because if he works that weekend, I'll probably give him a little bit more extra time, and then plus with the time change too that's coming in into effect too here next week or so. So we'll actually be springing forward on the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So if you're wanting so definitely let's plan on March the 15th, and if you know anybody, that link that I send you through the messenger, you can just
share that one.
Yeah, copy and paste it, and then because that's the same link that it's gonna keep on generating when I go there to invite people. So
okay. All right, yeah, I might be able to get a couple other people on. I know I could probably get maybe Nick on, and he can promote part of the dogs and part of the prime suspects who on the speedball team out of St. Louis area, and Jane too. I'm sure they both get on, and we can have a good old conversation going back and forth at that end.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because if you're planning on having all of them on, then I can get up with Dr. Phil and see if he can because I can send him a remote code too, and he can be able to get on from his phone and and join us too. So, and that will be one crazy time then.
Oh, trust me. Get Dwan in here, and there ain't no telling what. Put Dwan Mitchell in this conversation, it'd turn real interesting real fast, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, definitely will be. But yeah, so make sure that you guys go join or go to your local fields. Definitely support them, because definitely with the times that are going to be coming, it's going to get it's going to start getting warmer, and then it's going to start getting pretty nice out. So make sure that if you want to go play paintball, go to your local fields and definitely support them. So if they offer the membership program, definitely take advantage of that membership program.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, because there's perks behind it. Kind of like at White River, you get a discount on cases of paint. It's just like it gets real fun. So.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and plan for March the 15th. I will let you know when time comes closer on definitely like a time frame.
Yeah.
But if you want to start asking around if they're wanting to do it, earlier, or you want to do it later, kind of like it'll be like 7 o'clock your time and 8 o'clock my time, or if you want to do it 6 o'clock your time, be 7 my time, just kind of let me know, and I'll definitely work around that.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. I'll go ahead throw it in my schedule right now.
Oh yeah,
talking about, so I don't forget it. I'm forgetful like that at point in time. So.
Oh yeah. And I figured, let's go ahead and start it now before we end the live, so people will know, hey, I expect another one in March. So
right.
But I know sometimes I get real super busy, and then of course I do forget, and then next minute it's like, oh shoot, I got 4 more days if I'm wanting to do this live and get it done, get it over with. So it's like, dang, I need to hurry up,
Yep, I get you on that one.
Yeah.
With working in the factory, that's kind of where my mindset gets on. Between working in the factory, doing all the other stuff outside of work, and days fly by too quick. I know that.
Oh yeah. Definitely does.
Yeah.
So thanks for who all's watching the podcast. Like I said, we'll be back on March the 15th. I will post I'll post some updates on the definitely a time frame a week. Probably about 4 days prior to the podcast, I'll get on here. I'll shoot you guys a little message and then let you guys know on a time frame. Hopefully we can get Harm on here on the 15th and get pretty much a pretty good crew on here. So, and of course I can house up to, I think it was like 10 people on the live stream. So like pretty well much interesting to see how that's going to work out. So
yeah. That would be interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely will be. So, alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and in the podcast. Once again, I'm Wes Bailey. I'm the co-captain of the Misfit Samurais, and then also I am over the social media platform. And then of course you have Eric over here, and he's co-captain of the Raw Dogs. So. And then we will see you guys next month on the March the 15th. Got anything you want to say, Eric, before we?
Just like you said, go out to your local field and support them and have a blast shooting paint.
Yep, definitely. All righty. Well, you guys have a good one, and then we will catch you back on the March the 15th.
Yep. See you then.